Good afternoon and welcome to Insights by Johnita Francis. I have some exciting news this week, and that is that I have released my own Oracle deck. It's called the Modern Oracle. It is a 44 card deck. It's currently retailing for $25 Australian plus postage. You'd need to let me know if you want me to post them over to you in the States. We'll work out what that postage is. But $25 Australian is dirt cheap. Once you do the conversion for the US dollar, dirt cheap. So it really is the modern Oracle. It's very short, it's very sweet, straight to the point, exactly like I am. I released them last week here in Australia, and they have sold like hot potato chips on a winter's day. They've really just gone out the door. I'm waiting on my third shipment already, and thankfully my supplier is turning them around super fast for me, so that's exciting. So it's called the Modern Oracle. You can get your own deck by either following me on Facebook. I have a shop on Facebook, Insights by Johnita Francis. I also have a website, so www.insightsbyjohnita, and I'll spell that for you, JOHNITA.com. So JOHNITA and then .com. And you can get your own Modern Oracle deck, and they're a lot of fun. I've been reading with them. I do flash readings on my own Facebook Live show, which is on tonight for Australians, or very early tomorrow morning by the sounds of things for the US, by the time we do the time conversion. It's called the Transformation Show. You look it up. It is a live event that I do flash readings. I do all sorts of things. And tomorrow night we're doing a heart healing workshop as well. So how to work with our heart, how to calm them down, how to speed them up, how to make them apply logic, because sometimes our hearts tell us things and we follow our heart, and then we realize, oh my God, why didn't I engage my brain during that entire process? So tomorrow I always do free workshops. I love doing the free workshops. I think that's where you maximize the fun, and there's always audience interaction as well. So it makes it even more exciting because we get to deal with real life situations and troubleshoot some real people going through real things. It's not just case studies and stuff like that sometimes you can get in workshops and webinars or seminars. So yeah, right. So what I thought we might do today is do a energy reading for the week. We'll be using the Modern Oracle. We'll also be using a deck called Work Your Light, which is another Oracle deck. It's very pretty, it's very girly, it's very pink. It's just lovely. It's a lovely deck. So they get straight to the chase as well. And then, of course, we have our Survive to Thrive empowerment cards, and that's what we're going to draw our weekly energy from this week. So we'll get cracking on that. We'll do a little bit of a shuffle first. The Survive to Thrive card. Now, these ones are not mine. They're created by a lady called Sharon Tao. Whoops. And there's the first card out. So these are affirmation cards. So they take us from our current mindset, which could sometimes be a fixed or a stubborn mindset, and it creates an opportunity for us to kind of like recharge our batteries or reprogram our minds through affirmations. And affirmations can be quite powerful. Some people call them prayers, some people call them affirmations. Kind of the same thing anyway. It all comes down to intent. If you turn up every single day to your life and you roll your eyes and you smack your lips and you say, yes, my life is great, and your tone tells me that your life is not great, and it's just something that you're saying because maybe one day it might be great. There's no intent behind it. There's no emotion behind it that is a positive reinforcement emotion. So that affirmation, you can say it 500 times a day, but unless you believe it and unless you have the intent behind it, your life will pretty much stay the same, might not grow a tremendous amount. You do need to put some oomph into it when you say your affirmations or your prayers. It's the power of belief and faith, isn't it? All right, the two that came out, very interesting cards because it appeals to two separate styles of people. Some people are trying to get, actually, they probably go hand in hand. I'll change my mind. It's a woman's prerogative, isn't it? The first card that came out is balanced, and it's all about trying to balance our lives. So not being pulled too far one way, not being pulled too far another, making sure that we're able to say no without feelings of guilt, making sure that we can balance our lives so that we're not pulled from pillar to post. The other card that came out is exhausted. And if you are being pulled from pillar to post, you can quite often get exhausted and fatigued and feeling of rundown. We're coming into the winter months down here in the land of Oz. So a lot of us will be getting the sniffles and the shifting. It's about 5 degrees where I am at the moment. So that's Celsius. So I'm not sure what that is for Fahrenheit, but I'm sure that translates into bloody cold no matter where you are in the world. So a lot of us are getting a little rundown anyway. So if your life is not balanced, then it feels like you're giving too much of yourself and you're not having any reserves, you're not having any me time or quiet time just to catch your breath even. Just do nothing. Sit on your bum, have a cupcake, have a donut. I'm busting for a meat pie. I'm going to have one Saturday. I'm so looking forward to Saturday as a result of my meat pie promise to myself. Because I've had a really big week and it can be quite tiring. It can be quite tiring. So these two cards in particular certainly apply to me. Right. So the affirmation, if you're trying to get your life into more balance, your affirmation is, I am now in full balance in every area of my life. So we're using the current tense, the current context. We want to say right now, okay? So not I will or I'm going to, it's now. I now have it. I am now in full balance in every area of my life. You're feeling exhausted. You're trying to get that balance, but you're feeling exhausted. Your affirmation is, my energy is vitalized. I now choose to rest and replenish my mind, body, and soul. So taking time out for yourself. I'll read that one again. My energy is vitalized. I now choose to rest and replenish my mind, body, and soul. Might put that one to the side and memorize that myself. Thing is, though, I've not stopped for about 2 weeks. It's been exciting and I love it. And I'm not complaining, but I am feeling a little bit out of balance. And I'm looking forward to Saturday where I'm going out for a massive ride with all my girlfriends and people that I haven't met yet. I'm really looking forward to that. It's a nice way to balance my life out and jump on the motorbike and not have to worry about anything. All right, swapping over to Work Your Light Oracle cards. Let's see what comes out here. I love this one. It's very pretty. I wish you could see it. So I'll hold it up anyway for the Facebook watchers. See if it comes into alignment. It won't. That's okay. The camera is being a nasty little bugger. What this card's all about is trusting your path. So it might sound a bit wishy-washy, but considering we've just had the balance and exhausted cards come through, this is a bit of a different take on it. And what the Oracle is saying here is if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Now, that support might sound a little bit wishy-washy or from a spiritual sense of a point of view or in a spiritual sense, but following on from balanced and exhausted, they're actually saying if you knew that you were going to be supported by saying, I can't do that, I can't take any more on my plate, or I just need some time out for myself, and you weren't going to get any backlash, or you weren't going to get those feelings of guilt, whether they're projected upon you or whether they're self-sabotaging or self-loathing feelings of guilt. If you knew that none of that negative stuff was going to happen, what would you do? Would you say, stuff it, I'm having time out, I'm having my donut, I'm going for a ride, I'm having my pie, I'm doing what I need to do, I need some time out? Absolutely you would, because the thing that stops us from doing most of the things that makes us happy is that we constantly or fairly consistently think about the impact on others. And we're worrying about upsetting others or how they will feel if this takes place. Or if I say no, or I don't want to do something and I let them know that, how will they feel? And that's noble and admirable and lovely. But there's only so much fuel we have in our tanks before we hit that exhausted button, okay? So we need to also be able to balance our lives in such a way that it's okay to say no and it's okay to take some time out and to do absolutely nothing, sit on the couch, watch Netflix and grow fat on our bums if that's what we want to do. All right, let's have a look, see what the Modern Oracle, finish off with the Modern Oracle. Once again, if you want your own deck, please do get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook, Insight by Johnita. Oh, we've got jumpers everywhere. Oh, I love this. Right. We've got actually 3 cards that popped out of the deck. I love the jumpers because that's Spirit saying, pick me, pick me. Okay, the first one is to ask for help. If you're stuck on something, ask for help, whether it's from another human being, from your mentor, from your parents, from your partner, ask for help. Don't try to do it all by yourself. On the back of the 3 cards we've just pulled out, that is absolutely perfect. Speak your truth. Tell them what you need from them. Tell them exactly what's going through your mind. Be truthful about it. They will deal with it. It's okay. And of course, don't forget to play. Your inner child came out as well. Very much play is what life is all about. Try not to take it too seriously. Have a giggle at yourself. Right, that's almost me done for this week. It is the quarter hour of Power on Insights by Johnita Francis. Please do check out my podcast, A Guided Life, with my beautiful friend Trish Rock, every night at Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Australian time. I follow that straight up with the Transformation Show on my own Facebook site as well, so Insights by Johnita. I try to keep it all branded so you can find me quite easily. Check me out on YouTube as well. My workshop is on Thursday night Australian time. And until next week, please do enjoy yourselves, find that balance in your life, and don't give away too much of your fuel. Keep some in your reserves for yourself. Thanks very much, guys. See you next week. Bye for now.